Heath, Hounds.
Welcome back to Heath, Hounds, episode 31. Today's preview will be going through the 12 race card tonight at Sandown, including the Group 3 shootout. And we've got a pretty good one coming up, so let's get into it. Race 1, going with box 1, Weblek Raider. Hard to go past that run at the Meadows 2 starts back. It was disappointing last week. Unfortunately couldn't back it up, but I think he'll be able to bounce back here. Where she's fast, drawn out wide, yet to have a wide draw, so it'll be interesting to see how she goes. So I'm going to go with box 1, Weblek Raider for race 1. Just see him drawn real nicely. I think he proves too good. Race 2, I'm going with Rickett and Rick. Got a really nice record here. Been racing with a lot of confidence. Wins last start if Keep It Black doesn't fight. And he certainly looks to be the main danger. Dr. Tucker been leading a fair few of his races, but running in the placings. For me, I worry if he can cross with box 6. I just think he'll find it hard to cross, and he'll have to work early to get across. And how will that play out, as he's not running out races that strongly? So it will be interesting to see how he goes. But I've got Rickett and Rick in race 2. Race 3 is the Stayers race, and I've gone with box 7, Venus Light. Hank the Hustler, I think he needs another run before we see him anywhere near getting back to that form that he was. Gypsy Wyong, wherever she is at the first turn is probably where she's going to be finishing. Heavily relies on getting in the lead earlier on in the race. So if she can't get out in front, which I don't think she will, because I think Venus Light has the early pace here, and he can certainly run out a strong race. So I've gone with Venus Light. I think he leads all the way here. I think he just proves too good in this field. As I said, Hank the Hustler, tough way to come back straight away in a Group 1. I think he needs a couple of runs before we see him anywhere near his best. So for race 3, I've gone with box 7, Venus Light. Race 4, I've gone with Aston Rupee. Really put in incomplete performances recently. Seems to be beginning as well as ever. Just hasn't been putting a foot wrong. Lakeview Walter just hasn't quite been beginning recently. He'll need to do so on this occasion if he's to win. So I'm presuming that he doesn't begin. It's going to give Aston Rupee plenty of room early. Tigalong Tonk, class dog, is still going around at top level, and I just don't think he'll be able to get across, because McCooley's lad will be putting in a good fight early. I think Tigalong Tonk's going to have to work early, but I just think Aston Rupee proves too good. He's just way too quick, and I think Aston Rupee proves too good for race 4. Race 5, I've gone with Lala Kiwi for me, been racing really well. Ran a good 4th in the Top Gun last week, before running 3rd in the Cranbourne Cup. Gold Scatella was good in the red. That second that he ran last week to Substantial, I just worry as it wasn't a pretty time that he set. He was running on well. But I think this is a step up in class for him, and if he's not able to beat Substantial, I don't think he'll be able to win this race. Hebridean Black looks to be a very good dog. Might just be contested early with Golden Scatella, so I'm going with Lala Kiwi to be too good in race 5. Race 6, I'm going with box 2, Indian Matilda. Last week was very impressive, and I probably had overlooked her last week. She's been racing really well, been lucky in a lot of her races that she hasn't won. Enjoys an inside draw here, and with Jungle Deuce out in box 8, he hasn't been jumping as well as what he can in Victoria. I'm not sure if that's because different boxes or the travel, or I don't know what it is, but he just hasn't seemed to hit his straps down in Victoria. So for race 6, I've gone with Indian Matilda. I think she proves too good and backs up last week's performance. Race 7, I'm going with box 2, Kins on Bail, in what looks to be an average field compared to others. It lacks a lot of early speed for me. If Kins on Bail can bring what he did in the Silver Bullet, he's certainly a huge chance. Chaparro he's going to need to be leading, lacks a bit of confidence. I don't think we'll be able to cross even with the early speed. I think Kinson Bale beats him out. So for race 7, I'm going with box 2. Race 8, I'm going with box 2, Koblenz. With Tyson Tabby not having a look at the track, drawn out really wide, it's going to be tough for him. Koblenz will lead a long way as per usual. Ben Mayo's a young talent, but still does a lot of things wrong, unfortunately. He's certainly one to watch for in the future. Anthony Party has huge raps on him, but I think he's just doing a lot wrong at the moment. But with a bit of racing experience in him, he'll certainly be a dog to watch for. So I've gone with race 8, box 2, Koblenz. I think he proves too good coming off that Cranbourne Cup run. Race 9, I've gone with box 5, Mapunga Warrior. Looks to be the best of the field and by a long way. Enter the Sun, step up in distance. Has been faultless since return, but hasn't shown anything that makes me want to pick him over Mapunga Warrior. Mapunga Warrior is probably the closest one to being a fair dinkum stayer in this race, so it's going to be tough to beat Mapunga Warrior. Should lead from the outset. And I think proves too good for this field. So for race 9, I've gone with box 5, Mapunga Warrior. Race 10, I've gone with Hadouken. Big fan of this dog. Was electric last week. Just walked home at the end. Still around 1750 to the back, which is absolutely humming. And I think with that run underneath his belt, he should be running over a little stronger. And if he's setting that time, he's going to be leading them by a long way. So for race 10, I've gone with box 4, Hadouken. I think just proves too good, and hopefully he can just improve on that run home a little more. Race 11, I've gone with Jax Bale. He's the clear danger here for me. Just such a consistent dog. Going to be around the pointy end in this race. Lots of channer. Will want the rail, so going to make it tough for those with inside draws. And I just think Jax Bale gets the dream run here and stays untouched. So for race 11, I'm going with box 6, Jax Bale. Race 12, I'm going with Fernando Bluey. I think he proves too classy for me. I also like the 5 in this race, Fabriel Duran. I like him at each way at huge odds as he is. If he can jump like last week, should get a nice card across from Fernando Bluey, and he will run out a strong race. I don't know if it will be good enough to win, but I think it's certainly good enough for a place. So I think he's probably the best each way value in this card. But I think Fernando Bluey, I think class prevails here. So for race 12, I've gone with Fernando Bluey. Now onto his Hound of the Week, and it's going to Hennessy. Put in a run over at Warrnambool last week. Only was 4 lengths off the track record at Warrnambool. And he's certainly one to watch. He's going to be a threat to any of the future country cups coming up. He's definitely one to have in the black book. He's going to be running around those country tracks, and he's got so much talent, so much class, and he'll be one to watch for in future country cups. That's it for Heath Hounds episode 31 shootout preview.